Whenever he goes to the ward for a general ward round, she has already given 65% of the treatment, and it is true, Keva. I've been with that lady for a number of years, and whenever she enters the ward and touches the patient, talk to the patient, you will see the relief from the patient. You know, in medicine, there are two types of diseases. You have the psychological one, that is the one in the mind. And then you have the pathological one, which is within the system. Let me give you an example. When I was a medical student, there was this patient I attended to. He was a welder man. According to him, the history he gave when he came into the clinic was that an iron was inside the leg, went into the leg. I took the man to the X-ray unit. We had an X-ray done, and then normal tibia and fibula were seen. No any other foreign body. The man insisted and told me that, boy, look, don't play with me. I'm telling you that the iron went into my leg. So I referred him to my prof. I showed Prof everything, the X-ray report. Then he told me to write medication for the man and then press the leg. The man went. 2 weeks later, the man came back and told me that, look, doctor, if you don't remove the iron which is in my leg, I'll never be comfortable. I went back and took another X-ray, tibia fibula, coming out again, no foreign body, Alaji Keba. I took the man to the prof. The prof told me that prepare him for theater. We're going to operate on the patient. So the patient was taken to the theater, surgery done, cut, prof only cut, and then told me to suture. I sutured the patient. The patient went back to the ward.
It was not done to remove anything, but
nothing
to play
was,
on his psychology.
Nothing was removed.
Just to play on his psychology.
Yes. Normally we used to have these general ward rounds on a Thursday. So we went for the ward rounds. Prof was standing, and then suddenly he pulled out an iron from the pocket. To me it was a surprise, and told the patient that this is the iron. You were right. Then after ward rounds, I went to the patient. He told me that, you see, now I'm a happy man.
He believed.
He believed. That is what we call open and close. Because it was at the back of his mind that there was something in. And the only way to solve that problem was to have surgery done on him. That is why there are two types of sickness. You have what we call the psychological one and then the pathological. The pathological one will be there within the system. Anything abnormal within your system is a pathological condition. Anything abnormal causes sickness. Do you understand?
I see.
That is it. So when you have the pathological problem, this is where medicine comes in. That is why I always say, be it Chinese medicine, Japanese, Gambian, traditional, conventional, the primary aim is to remove that pathological problem from the individual. And once you are able to achieve that, Alaji Keba, you can say, yes, I've done the job.
Away from the professor, Dr. Mbo, a typical day in his life in a theater. Experience, probably one that you'll never forget.
In my life, there are so many cases. I'm happy when I have complicated cases. I'm always happy. That's the time I use the real brain to do the job. People are always surprised how and why I'm able to do such types of operations. First, I was taught to be very comfortable in the theater, to feel very relaxed whenever you are in the theater, and never be afraid.
Even if you're dealing with the most complicated of
Just be yourself. Be the carer you are. And then that's all. That's the game. Have that at the back of your mind. Never be afraid to open any case. Although what is written in the book, the topographic anatomy, when you open, is completely different.
So when you're coming in, what is the psychology? How do you prepare your mind? I'm going to deal with this problem, solve it once and
I
for
have
all.
been
Or the chances are that 50-50. How much optimism? Never mind the nature of the problem.
You know, there is nothing 100% in life. There is no perfection. No one is 100% perfect in life. Absolute perfection is not there. But to be quite honest, Keva, I always prepare myself to be 99.9%. So that I'm going to do the job by the power of His Lord Allah. That is always at the back of my mind. I'm with God. Allah is the greatest. I've never seen any episode or any case in my medical practice being panic.
So you pray to Him before you go in?
Yes, I do.
That God help me to save
life. And I know my primary aim is to come and save the life.
There's never been a point that you felt God had disappointed you?
No. He has the final say. Whatever He does is the right thing.
You deal in your area of specialization, gynecology, is it? Am I right? Or
Yes.
Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yes. Only in Option Gynae you are dealing with two or more than two lives. You're dealing with the mother, the baby. Sometimes you have twins, triplets. So at any given time, you are dealing with more than one life. You have to be practically very sound, be yourself, have the knowledge, and be comfortable.
I was wondering whether this is one area that men had been very keen in going into in the earlier days of medicine in this country. Now it may be different completely.
Yeah, actually,
because we deal with women and there is this.
I wanted to be a cardiac surgeon. It was because of the influence of my loved mentor, Professor Bodiasina. I went in for gynae, and I decided to go in for gynae my 6th year in medicine. But all the time I was hoping or thinking that I'll be a cardiac surgeon.
That's hard.
Yeah. That was my first choice. But I was attracted to that lady because of the way she teaches. You know, sometimes in school you will love maths because of the maths teacher, or you'll hate chemistry because of the chemistry teacher. Yeah. So that is what happened to me. I loved Option Gynae because of my prof.
And you never regretted it?
No. And I thank God for that, because I've saved thousands of lives. I really love what I'm doing.
You really love what you're doing?
Yes.
Well, we'll be coming to your alternative treatment program. You just celebrated the 7th anniversary not long ago. Before that, I was just wondering whether as a medical doctor and as a gynecologist for that matter, or being a doctor just generally speaking, probably there are diseases, there are conditions that you people believe as medical members of the medical profession have no cure and can never be cured.
That is impossible.
You people tell us HIV, there is, doctors tell us HIV, no cure for HIV, no cure for this and this.
No, that's not true. That's not true, Alaji Kewa. There is no disease that is incurable in this world. The question is always when, where, and who is going to find the cure. But to say that it is incurable, that word should be ruled out from the medical field.
It should be ruled out?
Yes. There is no disease that is incurable.
Why do you think some are making us to believe that they are?
Well,